All right, my friends, we're back at San Francisco CrossFit, and today we're talking about handstand push-ups, and we're talking about strict handstand push-ups, which is just performing a handstand push-up without using the legs or hips, which is something that we did in a previous video series where we talked about kipping handstand push-ups. So for the strict handstand push-up, what we're going to do, we're going to start with the headstand. And the headstand is simply that tripod position, but now with our legs off our elbows and legs extended. So check this out. Let's go down on the floor. Let's come over here. We're going to start in the same tripod position we had earlier that we set up for the kipping handstand push-up, but we're going to do something a little different. From here, from this position where we had our knees on our elbows, we're going to pick up one knee, the other knee, both knees. We've done that before. Once we're here in this position, we're going to extend one leg, bring it down, the other leg, bring it down, two legs. Now, that right there is pretty straightforward if you practiced this before, but a lot of times people that haven't done this before, as they extend their legs over their head, what ends up happening is that the feet come over the head and now you're in this vertical position. But what you need to keep in mind is that when you're balancing on your head, you want your center of mass, which is somewhere around your hips, to be right on top of your base support, which is your head and your hands. So if you think about it, that hip needs to be slightly over that middle of that base. So there's going to be a little bit of an angle. So if you pay attention here, as I extend the legs up, my feet are kind of on top of my hands, my hips on top of that base support. I'm not here. Here, I'm not balancing on my hands. I'm not using that full base support. So that's something to keep in mind. Some ways to practice this could be against the wall. If you have a tendency of extending your legs and letting your feet come over, you come over to a wall. And all we're going to do on a wall is perform that same movement. Headstand, knees on our elbows, we pick our feet up. If our feet touch the wall, once we get there, bring the foot out and then try to bring the other foot out. See if you can find balance. If you can find balance there, fantastic. Bring it back down and perform it freestanding. There it is. That's your headstand. For full access to this video series and more content for the modern mover, join the movement and subscribe to Freestyle Connection today.